Welcome to our exploration of the Aztec Empire, where we will be uncovering the secrets of an ancient civilization that continues to capture the imaginations of people all over the world. From their rise to power in the 14th century to their eventual downfall in the 16th century, the Aztecs left behind a legacy that is still felt today. In this video, we will take a closer look at their history, culture, and achievements, and try to understand what made them such a powerful force in the world. The Aztec Empire is one of the most fascinating civilizations in human history. From their rise to power in the 14th century to their eventual collapse in the 16th century, the Aztecs left behind a legacy that continues to capture the imagination of people all over the world. In this video, we will explore the secrets of this ancient civilization and uncover some of the mysteries that still remain. The Aztecs originated from the northern part of what is now known as Mexico. They were a relatively small tribe that migrated southward until they settled on a small island in the middle of Lake Texcoco. It was here that they began to build their capital city, Tenochtitlan. This city would eventually become one of the largest and most prosperous cities in the world, with a population of over 200,000 people. The Aztecs were a powerful and warlike people who conquered many of their neighboring tribes. They believed in a complex system of gods and goddesses and practiced a form of religion that involved human sacrifice. This practice was central to their culture and played a major role in their daily lives. Despite their violent tendencies, the Aztecs were also skilled farmers and engineers. They built elaborate systems of canals and aqueducts to irrigate their crops and provide fresh water to their cities. They also built impressive temples and other architectural wonders, many of which still stand today. One of the most famous structures in the Aztec Empire is the Templo Mayor, which was the main temple in Tenochtitlan. This massive structure was dedicated to the gods Huitzilopochtli and Tlaloc and was a focal point of Aztec religious life. The temple was constructed in several phases, with each successive ruler adding to its size and complexity. The Templo Mayor was also the site of many human sacrifices. The Aztecs believed that the gods required regular offerings of blood and hearts in order to keep the world in balance. They would capture prisoners of war and other victims and sacrifice them on the temple's altar. It is estimated that tens of thousands of people were sacrificed at the Templo Mayor over the course of its existence. Another impressive feat of Aztec engineering is the aqueduct system that provided fresh water to Tenochtitlan. This system consisted of a series of canals and pipelines that brought water from distant sources into the city. The aqueduct system was so efficient that it was able to provide fresh water to a city of over 200,000 people. Despite their impressive achievements, the Aztecs were ultimately brought down by the arrival of the Spanish conquistadors. In 1519, Hernán Cortés and his army landed on the coast of Mexico and began to make their way inland. The Aztecs initially welcomed the newcomers, but soon realized that they intended to conquer and subjugate them. Over the next several years, the Aztecs and the Spanish engaged in a brutal war that ultimately resulted in the downfall of the Aztec Empire. The Spanish were aided in their conquest by a number of factors, including superior weapons and armor, alliances with other indigenous tribes, and the devastating effects of European diseases on the Aztec population. Despite their defeat, the legacy of the Aztecs lives on today. Many of their cultural and artistic traditions have been preserved, and their influence can be seen in modern Mexican society. The ruins of their temples and cities continue to attract tourists from all over the world, and their language and mythology are still studied by scholars and enthusiasts alike. Thank you for watching our exploration of the Aztec Empire. We hope that you have gained a deeper understanding of this fascinating civilization and the legacy they left behind. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share it, and consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this. Until next time, farewell.